is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Purdue's offense will get first crack at it here. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Watson. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. And the Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the shotgun, the inside give. They've got him in the backfield, and that will be a loss of pretty much what he got on the previous play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Caught behind the line. It's Williams. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like,
found a seam on the left. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. The Boilermakers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Underwood. Grabbed over the middle, it's Morgan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it in the middle, it's Strong. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've got it at the 36, it's a 1st and 10. He lets it fly. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He just brought some serious energy making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. The give to the back. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Wolverines.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back on the option. The give. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense set for a 1st down play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's the handoff. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Punt is on its way. Pulls it in at the 25. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Michigan! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Finds his man. It's Smith. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Boilermakers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rushes on him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Starting to feel a little pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Here comes the heat. Got rid of it just in time. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Wolverines. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Wants to bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Under fire. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell in.
It's a seam wide open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. And off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Touchdown, Michigan! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Hit as he throws. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll touch it dead at about the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Watson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is on its way. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
The throw to the outside is complete. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. That is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Underwood. The sure hands, it's Fleming. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice.
Open field on the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So here comes the Michigan offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to scramble. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Setting up the screen. And tackled there by the defense.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, give on the inside. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. 1st and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. They're going to ride this running back. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, let's get it. First down for the offense.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Wolverines line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. New setter downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. He'll do it himself on the draw. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in.
Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Gonna run it. It's Simpkins. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Boilermakers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Turning it on. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the inside give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? And the Boilermakers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Makes the grab over the middle. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal.